Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review, and today I'm very excited to check out Say Anything Family Edition from North Star Games. It's for 3 to 6 players, ages 8 plus. It'll take about 30 minutes to play, and it says it takes 2 minutes to teach. This is the sequel, quasi-expansion, standalone game for Say Anything, which was my favorite party game of all time. This is the Family Edition with more family-oriented questions. Does it change anything else, though? Is it for the better or for the worse? I don't know. Let's open it up and I'll tell you. Alright then, we're going to take a look at what you're going to get inside of Say Anything Family Edition. First and foremost, we have our handy dandy rule booklet, which is quite annoying because it does not have the name of the game on the cover. Kind of odd. But anywho, it is really about 3 pages single-sided or 1.5 pages double-sided. It's full of color and easy to follow examples. It says it takes you 2 minutes to teach the game. It's just about right. And it's a very simple rule booklet. Have you up and running in no time at all. So in Say Anything, what you're going to be doing is one person is going to be picked to be the judge at the beginning of the round, and then generally you will go clockwise or however you want to do it. We like to do popcorn style. And they are going to draw one of these cards right here. These cards are going to have various different questions on it that will lead with, in my opinion. What would I do if I won a $100,000 lottery? Which book character would I most want to hang out with? What would make next weekend more exciting? So you take this and you pick out the one that you like and you say, all right, what would make next weekend more exciting? Now, every other player is going to take their little dry erase board right here, and they're going to write down their answer. And this is where you might try and be serious, you might try and be funny, you might try to appeal to the judge. Generally, the person who tries to be serious will get frustrated halfway through the game when all these silly fart answers get picked. So what would make next weekend more exciting? I think, well, let's see, Dynamite. Dynamite makes everything more exciting. So Dynamite might be an answer. The grandma might come up with an answer like lottery tickets. I know you love scratching off lottery tickets when it's Christmas in your stocking, but don't tell the police or they'll take old Granny away. Oh, let's see. Maybe Dad would say, "You not here?" Yeah, a little inside joke that all the parents will laugh about, and the kid will be like, I don't get it, that's not funny, Dad. Maybe I'm just going to go to my room and cry. And then let's see, Aunt Lil, who has the alcohol problem, will say, bourbon. Yeah, she'll just say bourbon. So then little Billy is going to secretly look at all the answers, and he's going to pick his favorite answers. These ones are not particularly great answers, and you still can't see them all, so then we'll adjust the camera right there. And he's going to pick on the Selectomatic 6000 which of the answers is his favorite. So for this one, he's going to try and be a big boy, and he's going to pick bourbon, because he thinks that will get the best, most humorous response out of everyone. So he has selected his answer, and now each player is going to take their 2 corresponding little tokens like this, and they are going to put both of them, or 1-on-1, 2-on-1, on which answer they think is going to get selected. So they think one might be Dynamite, one might be Bourbon, but everyone is going to select the one that they think is going to win the round. So Pink might go, you did lottery tickets, and then this guy might go, yeah, it might go here, it might go there. And bada boom, actually we're missing one, so purple would be here and here. Now the person who is the judge does not select, obviously, because, well, you know, they know exactly what they're going to pick. And then the judge will reveal the correct answer, which in this case he was trying to make funny, so he said bourbon. So now we would go to our handy dandy little score sheet. We're going to be keeping track of everyone's score. And it says to go through 12 rounds, but you can honestly go to X amount of points. You can go until everybody stops laughing, which will take a long time because it's a very fun game. And then here's how the scoring works. So you're going to get 1 point for each token they placed on the answer that was selected. So for instance, he chose bourbon, so purple would get 1 point, blue would get 1 point, and orange would get 1 point. The player who made that answer, orange, would get another point, and then the judge gets 1 point for each token placed on that answer. So the orange guy would get 2 points, because he wrote it, and it's also there. The purple person would get 1, blue would get 1, and then the player that we're playing with, we'll just assume is the green player, would get 3 points. You can only get a maximum of 3 points. So even if everybody just stacked up on bourbon right here, and it was 7, the cap you can get is 3 points. Anywho, you'd erase your boards, you'd rinse, wash, and repeat, and that in a nutshell, is how Say Anything, the Family Edition, is played. Alright then, Say Anything, the Family Edition from North Star Games. What are my final thoughts? Go with the pros, let's go with the cons. First, on the con side, the game is not going to be for everybody for a couple different reasons. First main con I have with this game is that this should be an expansion. This should not be its own standalone game, because literally the only new thing in this game are these cards right here. That's it. Pretty much, you compare the rule booklets, they're about verbatim the exact same, and there's nothing else new in this game. It doesn't bring anything else new to the table. It's just the questions are slightly more PG instead of, I guess, the PG plus they were before. Like, I never thought the original Say Anything questions were that dirty. I mean, sure, they could have leading answers that could be dirty, but it's not a dirty game. You can make it a dirty game, and you will make it a dirty game if you play with me. But I feel like this expansion is, well, this game is somewhat unnecessary, because it, literally all they could have done is like, hey, here, give us $10 and we'll give you these cards right here, and you can put it in your base game. I just don't understand that. So yeah, that's the first con I have of this. Also, if you don't like party games, this might not be for you. There's no real strategy at all in this game at all, except for trying to guess what the judge is going to pick, playing to the judge, potentially. So that's going to turn off some people. Some people don't like games where the judge can dictate the scoring, and the judge can dictate the scoring in this game to a certain degree, and, you know, people who don't like to have fun might not like this game. Also, it's only 6 players, but if you have more dry erase boards, you could easily have more players. What I like to do is boom, mush them together and do it like that. But that's about all I got with Say Anything Family Edition. It's fantastic. It's outstanding. Say Anything is my favorite party game of all time. It's got a Bowers Bastille on it. I'm not going to slap it on this one, though, just because I feel like it's a little teeny bit of a cash-in, you know? Like I said, they could have easily just included the extra cards and been on their merry way, but they decided to make it into its own unique game, and it doesn't need to be its own unique game, in my personal opinion. That's the only thing that knocks it down. Also, I like the questions better in the adult version of the game, With that being said, I primarily play with adults. Now, obviously, if I'm playing with kids, I would probably go for this. Either way, I'm going to keep both copies of the game so I can play a mega game of Say Anything with more dry erase boards, more funny answers, because it does. It plays really well at higher player counts, which is fantastic, and it's a humorous game. It's the kind of game where people can just watch and get a kick out of it. It says 2 minutes to teach, and that's right. I mean, honestly, it's a minute if they know how to play apples to apples. You say, this is apples to apples, just write down your answer, and then I'm going to pick my favorite answer because I'm the judge, and then you're going to try and guess what I picked. You have 2 tokens, boom. That's the whole premise of the game. We keep score, and bada bing, the game goes forward, which is great, and I love simple party games like that. One last thing I forgot to mention in the con site, that is, if you're looking for a more gamery party game, this one's not going to be for you. But overall, Say Anything Family Edition is a fantastic party game that you should get. But the question is, should you get the Family Edition? Should you get the adult version? The adult version, first and foremost, I'd say if one is cheaper than the other, then get the cheaper one, because there's really not that much of a difference between the two of them. And second, I'd say if you're going to play with adults, get the pink box version. If you're going to play with kids, then get the blue box version. Or with your family, get the blue box version. But either way, you can't go wrong. Say Anything is an outstanding party game that I highly recommend. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know. Band-Aids. What kind do you have at your house? Me personally, we just have the plain ones. Even though I think as my kids get older, we're eventually going to get the themed ones like SpongeBob and Mage Wars or Batman or whatever's on there. I don't think there's Mage Wars Band-Aids. Get on that, Arcane Wonders. That's the promo I want. That's what I want to be handed at Gen Con. Oh, would you like a Mage Wars, or would you like an Arcane Wonders little medical kit with, like, it's got, like, Sheriff of Nottingham gauze and Onitama cotton swabs? I don't know what's in a medical kit. I don't use them. Let me know in the comments below, though. Do you use medical kits? And whatever question I asked, because I totally forgot what it was because I'm tired. But what's up? Hey. Thanks.